3406.
Have you seen those new Baofengs Mini? Of course you have. The new transparent versions, the orange-like one and the other one which is grey transparent, they're great. I couldn't resist having them. And I thought I would make a fun project out of them. I'll connect them to AI. Let's see how this goes and have some fun. What is the difference between AM and FM modulation?
Between AM and FM modulations is how they encode information, with AM varying the amplitude and FM varying the frequency of the carrier wave. FM generally offers better noise resistance and higher audio quality, making it a popular choice for music transmissions, while AM is often used for talk radio and long-range broadcasting due to its simpler and more bandwidth-efficient nature.
It's alive! Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Okay, and now that we show that it's alive, let me walk you through the hardware and software used. First of all, to clarify something. What you show is really not a big deal. Don't go crazy about it. I didn't invent the wheel. It was really a simple project to piece together if you know some basic things. The idea wasn't even mine, I just thought it would be a nice exercise with my new 5R minis. There is an excellent project from a colleague ham radio operator with the call sign Sierra Victor 2 Tango Mike Tango, which I would suggest you to look up if you want. He has built a full repeater system with AI and a local one, because mine isn't a local, it uses cloud services. I will tell more about that in the software presentation. But what I used hardware side were obviously the new two 5R minis with their new excellent colors. Not that it matters, but I mean, I really like those radios. And besides them, this is an APRS-K1 cable. You won't recognize it because I made this myself, and it's quite long to help me out using my radios and avoiding some of the interference. Here is the PCB that I pieced together. A very crude effort, I have to admit that. And what this actually does is that it takes the input and the output of your Baofeng radio or any other compatible radio and connects it to a smartphone. This was the first intended use of those cables, to be able to send APRS data through your Baofeng and a smartphone with the proper APRS app through the internet to the APRS network. But this cable also does another thing. It can get the audio and the microphone from your radio to your computer, to your laptop, to your desktop computer, and that's the important thing here. So we use this cable to move around the audio to the Baofengs. This one that I used works as a normal transmitter, nothing special about it, and this one works in VOX mode. So we don't have to use the PTT. It activates itself with VOX and sends back sound when it gets audio from the computer. So far so good. I also used this cable here because the classic APRS-K1 cable like this one that I have made has this single pin output for both microphone and audio, and my laptop uses two inputs, so I had to split them again. So this is just a splitter for microphone and audio, so I can connect it to my laptop, that's all. Now that we saw the hardware needed for this fun project, let me show you a bit of the software. Before proceeding, just to clarify something, because my computer hardware, my laptop is old enough, you will see a lot of lags in the continuation of this video. We will have a big lag when we wait for the AI to respond to us, and this is because my laptop is old and doesn't have the capability to run AI models quickly enough. I just wanted to clarify this. This has nothing to do with the project. If it was transferred to another computer, it would be very fast. Believe me, with the modern hardware and the modern GPUs, the response would be multiple times faster. So we can continue. Okay. Now let's have a look at the software and some other things and how this thing works actually. So before starting, let me show you some of the things online. Obviously the 5R minis, okay, the Amber and the Quartz models, the new ones. This is another thing I wanted to show you. I don't have this component. Probably I will get it if I continue playing with this project in the future. That's a USB sound card. It's a really cheap USB sound card. Obviously it's not for listening to your favorite songs, but it eliminates the need for a software that will show you next that I had to use in order for this project to work. At least that's what I think. I have to get it and try it, because we had to eliminate the desktop sounds of Windows and have only the audio input and the audio output of the radio going to the AI. I had somehow to separate the streams. And what I used is this program. It's called Voicemeeter. It's free. You will find a link in the description of the video. As always, you can see at the moment that it's receiving the microphone sound that I am talking, but the problem with this software is that it does its job excellently, but unfortunately I don't have audio in my computer at the moment. I can't use another audio source at my computer. It's the only thing playing and listening to audio, and that's what it should do, because we want a clean audio to go to the AI. So those two things are supposed to be interchangeable, the sound card or this program. At the moment I don't have the sound card, so I use this program to feed the audio to the AI and get back its reply. The next thing I want to show you is ChatRF. Obviously this is the project that I got my idea from. It's of a ham radio operator here in Greece. This is Polychronidis, is his name, and his call sign is Sierra Victor 2, Tango Mike Tango. This is presenting his project on YouTube. You will find a link of this video also in the description of mine. Although I didn't use his code, I think I used only a small part from the DTMF plugin. The logic is absolutely the same, only that his project is totally local. It doesn't depend on any online language model or AI agent as mine does. It's totally local and runs in a Raspberry Pi altogether. It does the same job as mine, transcribing and returning the voice, but it runs locally in a Raspberry Pi. This obviously has some shortcomings, but on the other hand it's more private. I just wanted to show you this here, because this young guy has to have every support. Let's see a bit how my project works. Okay, so this is the flow diagram of the software. Just a few things to say. I won't really bother you with all the details. Let's quickly follow it and see how this works. Here we have our AI radio. Also here we have our AI radio, the Baofeng that is connected to the computer and the AI, not our radio. and this receives our voice. It receives our voice from our radio and transfers it through the cable to the program that I told you about, Voicemeeter. This program then gives this audio to Whisper. Whisper is a speech-to-text program. It converts our speech to text. That's what it does. And this is the place that we have the most lag at the moment. At least I have in my project, because my hardware, my computer is not built for doing this kind of work, and it's kind of old. So we have the biggest lag at this point. From then on, when we have our text, this passes to Groq, the AI agent that we use, which is online. We get our answer, again in text, and then we feed this to Piper. Piper is the opposite program. It's a text-to-speech program, so it converts the text that we get back to speech. This then is fed again through Voicemeeter and the cable to the radio, which transmits the audio back to us, so we listen it from our radio. That's all. I mean, okay, that's all. You understand what I'm saying. Obviously, the code behind this is not 2 lines, but this is basically how it works. The logic is simple. So let's do a quick demo here to listen how this works and see the transcribing live in the video. Okay, now whatever I'm saying, it's listening and it will transcribe it. It won't mean anything because I'm talking to you and not to the AI, but it will be a procedure and you will see the transcription as it happens.
This is not a voice chat. I am text only. Type to interact.
And I set it down so I can speak freely. This is how it works. You show the transcription live, you show that in this step we have the most lag, but after that it's relatively fast. So this was the diagram, the flow diagram of how this works. Let's continue with some more demos and we'll close the video from there.
What is the current solar flux index?
Solar flux index is 127. Reported at 12:06 UTC. Current reading is 127 SFU.
How is the weather in Athens today?
In Norfolk, it's breezy and dry today. Frequent sunshine with some cloud. High of 14 degrees Celsius tonight.
Okay, but I asked for the weather in Athens, Greece.
Athens is partly cloudy now. Temperature is around 15 degrees. Tonight will be clear at 16 degrees.
What does QSL mean in ham radio?
QSL means I got your transmission. It asks for confirmation when sent as QSL. QSL confirms receipt.
Okay, and besides the voice demos where you show that we have some small problems, there is a delay, those are things that are easily resolved with stronger hardware on the side of my laptop or my PC. But that's not the point. This was just a proof of concept. Besides talking to the AI through your radio, you can also use it with commands, for instance DTMF commands. And this is another thing that was built in ChatRF project, which I kind of replicated, making some changes.
And I will show you, for instance, a simple demo at the moment. So let's say that I want to deactivate the AI assistant. I have built in a command which is 00 and dash in DTMF, obviously. So let me open the DTMF sequence in the 5R Mini and send this code 00 and dash. Let's see.
Voxy deactivated. Sending by.
Okay, so now it's deactivated. I can speak to the channel at the moment and it won't reply. Let's reactivate it. We send back again the same command.
Voxy reactivated. Ready.
That was it. And for instance, another command that I have built in is the UTC time. I just send 1 and dash, and let's see.
UTC time is 14:41.
Okay. So obviously you can expand this system how you like and change things and commands and stuff like that. For instance, for just the fun of it, I made the command that when I sent a DTMF sequence, it shut down my computer. I truly believe that all of you understand this, that the time is near where we are going to see AI assistants or functions inside our radios or in the cloud connected to our radios. As I said, this was just a proof of concept project for me. I made it in 2 days. Yes, Monday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. Yes, I made it in 2 days just for the fun of it. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to use it anywhere, but it was fun and it's a great use for my new UV-5R minis, to say the truth. So I don't know, maybe when I go out of the house for a walk, I might leave one on and talk to the AI, for instance. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found this video interesting. Tell me what you think in the comments. Press like to the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.